Hi everyone, welcome back to another exclusive podcast from IronFX, where we're dedicated to bringing you the absolute best education to help you take your trading to the next level. My name is Ketan Ramachandra, and in today's podcast, we'll be talking about artificial intelligence. Now, before we get things going, what is actually artificial intelligence? Well, if we look at this topic or this sector, basically it is the intelligence of machines or software as opposed to human or animal intelligence, right? So we're looking at machines, at abstract objects, right, rather than living organisms. It is a field of study in computer science that aims to develop and study such intelligent machines, right? So AI has been around for quite some time, and it has been used widely across various sectors and industries. However, in recent times, right, since the end of 2022, we've had the advent of ChatGPT, right? So this ChatGPT is a chatbot tool that was developed by a company called OpenAI, and with this company and the chatbot coming to the forefront, it has elevated artificial intelligence to a whole new level, right? So ChatGPT grew in prominence at the beginning of 2023, sparking an AI frenzy all over the world. Right now, what is ChatGPT and what is it used for? Right? Okay, maybe many of us may have used this chat box or this tool by now. For those who may not be so familiar with it, maybe it's a good time to explore this ChatGPT after this podcast. Well, ChatGPT basically it's a natural language processing tool that is driven by AI, and it allows all the users to engage in human-like conversations with the chat box. So this chat box has been built on a family of large language models, otherwise known as LLMs. So if we come across this term LLMs, it basically means it's a large language model or models that are used to train the chat box to engage in human-like conversations with the users. Now, many companies have benefited from AI over the years, but with the advent of ChatGPT, uh, much more companies have grown their businesses and revenue very significantly over this period. So basically, from 2023 onwards, right? When we think of AI now, or companies that have benefited from AI, most notably, Nvidia comes to our minds, right? Most of our listeners' minds, we have Nvidia in our heads. Now, for those who may not be familiar with this company, Nvidia is a company that offers hardware and software solutions for gaming, simulation, high performance computing, data and cloud centers, and now more prominently, artificial intelligence. Other companies have also capitalized on this AI boom, such as C3.ai, Palo Alto Networks, and UiPath, to name but a few. There's quite a lot of companies that have benefited directly and indirectly from this recent boom in artificial intelligence. Now, can these companies continue to grow their businesses in the field of AI? Of course they can, right? Because the scope seems pretty endless as what we've read so far. However, can their share price also continue to rise astronomically as they have since the beginning of 2023? Well, that is a pretty tough question to answer. But we can try and look for clues as to where things could play out in 2024. We can start to look at the recent revenues and earnings of these companies as well as their forward guidance, right? So these, by looking at the company's quarterly earnings report that tells us about its revenue, its profitability, as well as the forward guidance, we are able to get a better and detailed understanding and insights into the outlook for AI, right? Because if these are the companies, if these big companies such as Nvidia, C3 AI, Palo Alto Networks, and UiPath are able to disclose and project future revenues and earnings, we will get a good insight into the actual demand for their services, right? This could be hardware and software solutions. Now, we also need to be aware of the macroeconomic situation of the US, because we all know share prices are also related not only to the earnings and revenue of these companies, it also ties into the global financial market and macroeconomics. Right. So with that, we need to pay particular attention to the macroeconomic situation of the US, because if the world's largest economy slips into a major recession this year, we are quite likely to see the share prices of Nvidia and other AI companies pull back quite significantly as well. Right, not only AI companies, but of course, all the other companies in the entire stock exchange. Right. So should there be a major recession that is accompanied by a huge market correction, the demand and outlook for AI related solutions are still expected to remain intact. Right. So that means the future outlook for AI should not be under major distress or major disruption because of a potential global recession or recession in the US. Right. So this should there be an actual recession that is accompanied by a huge market correction in financial markets, it could actually provide a huge opportunity to invest in such companies, right? We're going to be looking for companies with strong fundamentals that offer cutting edge solutions for the AI sector, such as those that I've mentioned, right? Of course, this list of companies is not only exclusive to NVIDIA, C3 AI, Palo Alto Networks, and UiPath. There are heaps of other companies out there, not only in the US but globally, that aim on capitalizing on this recent AI boom. So do keep our it's important to keep our eyes open, keep our eyes peeled, not only on the macroeconomic situation of the US, but also to dive deeper into the companies that we are interested in, right? So it's important to take a look at their quarterly earnings report, look at their profitability, their revenues, and also look for clues that provide the forward guidance or future business projections for these companies in relation to artificial intelligence, right? Anyways, that's all from me for today's podcast on artificial intelligence or AI. Do remember to subscribe to our podcast here at IronFX, where we are dedicated to bringing you the very best education to take your trading to the next level. Until then, stay safe and trade safe.